Hello, it's Miss Duncan here. Today is the day that you get to see your learning plan. I hope that you are as excited as I am. This is an amazing resource. Just think of it as your lesson plan. Um, Everything that you need to know for the week should be in this document. It's important that you take time today to go through the each of the slides that I'm going to show you, or each of the Google Sheets that I'm going to show you today, and you really click the links to see where they take you, read over the helpful stuff, and really truly take the time to explore your learning plan. We will use this every single day of the school year. So to get started, you are going to log in to your Gmail or your epiccharterschools.org email. Click the 9 squares, and then we're going to go to Drive. From here, you're going to go to the Shared with Me. And then we're going to look for the folder that has your name on it. Click that folder and open it up. Now, once you're in here, you should see your name and then the word learning plan. This will not be in the different weeks folders. It will always just be here on your home screen. I'm going to make a folder for your benchmark scores, so those will be in your benchmark folder, and then I will work on creating your week 2, week 3, week 4 documentation folders. Remember that these week folders inside your Google Drive, these are used to house any offline work that you do, or any documentation that we need to prove that you maybe mastered a standard, or a writing assignment you did, or if we get to projects, we can upload pictures of your projects that you did to the week that you completed those assignments. So to get to your learning plan, once you're in your shared folder, you should see your name and then the words learning plan. You're going to double click to open it, and it's going to take you to your home page first. Okay, your home page. This page is locked, so you will not be able to type on this page at all. That is just so we do not, none of this information gets deleted. So I'm going to take a minute to go over each little section of this. This first one is your Epic information, your Epic ID, your Google email, which is your Epic email, and then your Google/Epic password. Now, this is going to be blank. The password is going to be blank. You will need to send me your password so that I can put it on here, because you created those yourself. Okay, below that in red, this is our gradable assignments tab. And it says these items must be completed in their entirety. So that means that if you do Dreambox one day, but you don't meet the requirement of 30 minutes each day of the week, you will not earn that gradable assignment point. You have to complete each assignment in its entirety in order to receive the gradable assignment point each week. Please remember that this is how we track attendance. If you aren't doing work, showing up to meetings, responding to the teacher, you are considered absent. After 15 days, you will be withdrawn from Epic for truancy. If you are withdrawn twice in the same school year, you may not return to Epic this school year. This is the information we went over during our ILP meeting. So, these are going to be different for each student, depending on what programs they are working on and what goals we are trying to meet with each student. So for this example, we have Dreambox. If you complete your Dreambox requirement, you're going to earn 1 point. If you complete your Freckle ELA requirement, you will earn the next point. If you complete your No Red Ink assignments, then you'll earn that point. You complete all of your science lessons and you'll earn that point, etc. Going over here to the yellow box, This is your curriculum login information. So any accounts that you have or any websites that you're going to be using, I will house all of their username and passwords here. Okay. Helpful information. This is amazing. The Zoom link to meet with me. So if you have a meeting with Ms. Duncan, this is the link. You can just go straight in here and click. It will not always be in the Google invite, but it will always be in your learning plan right here. And hopefully you have this already bookmarked on your bookmarks tab. Beasley Technology, that's who we call for computer issues. Here's a link to the EPIC calendar, our class syllabus, the Zoom expectations that you've already read over and did the Google form for. Here's the link to the student parent handbook. Here is a link to the Learning Fund. Extracurricular directory, so if you're wanting to do dance or soccer or something like that, you can go here. Epic Ed website, here's the link to that. Here is the video link for how to use the Epic Ed website. If you need to request any of your forms like a transcript, a report card, test scores, anything like that, you will go here to request forms. Here is EPIC's parent orientation. It has a list of all things that an EPIC parent needs to know about or groups to join, things like that. This is the link to my YouTube channel where I post a lot of helpful how-to videos. And then here is the link to the parent portal login. Going over here to the orange section, this is the 3 before me rule. So I value the time I get to spend with you one-on-one. And I want to make the most of that time. And I'm going to do my best to not to let other students disrupt our time together. And so I just ask that you respect my time with other students as well, which is why we've implemented the 3 before me rule. So there's going to be a time that you're going to get stuck. You're going to be working and you're going to get stuck with not understanding the topic, not understanding what mistakes you're making. There's going to be a time that you need help. And I might not be available. Chances are I won't be, that I will be meeting with other students. So your job is to try 3 of these tools before you reach out to me. So homework help for grades 3 through 12, amazing resource. And if you ask me for help, I'm going to ask you, what 3 things did you try? And so you need to be prepared to tell me the 3 things that you logged in or that you went to try. The Epic Ed website, did you go in and find the skill that you're working on and look for a PowerPoint or some Khan Academy math videos? And then go back to your learning tool assigned. And I will show you this real quick. Over here, it says teaching tool. That's your learning tool. So what do you see here? Like if it was a video, maybe you should go back and watch that video. YouTube, go to YouTube and Google what skill you're working on. If you're learning about reducing fractions and you're not quite getting it, go to YouTube and type reducing fractions. You're going to get hundreds, if not thousands of videos that will teach you how to reduce fractions. Look at your notes. When you are watching a video or going through a PowerPoint, you should be taking notes. You should be writing down formulas for math. You should be writing down steps that you take to solve a problem. For reading, you should be writing down vocabulary words, what skill you're working on, what those things mean, science terms. Go back and look at those notes, because when I meet with you, I'm going to say, well, let me see your notes, because I can learn a lot about you just from reading those notes. So be sure you have those. Google, just like YouTube, you can go and Google whatever skill you're working on, reducing fractions. I'm going to Google reducing fractions, and I'm going to get a plethora of resources to help me with that. iExcel. Go to iExcel and look for the skill, and then click that Learn with Example button, and it will show you how to solve a problem. Or let's say you're working on iExcel and you get a question wrong. Make sure you go and you look at the See the Solution. Read through the steps that you should have taken to solve that problem so that hopefully you won't keep making that same mistake. So that's a overview of the home page. This next tab says pacing calendar. Remember that this is the percent of standards. So I'm taking all of your grade level standards, dividing it by how many weeks we have in school, and then that's how many standards we have to work on each week. So I have the dates here, and then I have any holidays, like October 5th through the 9th, I'm going to be out of the office on the 6th for professional development. So I probably won't be able to answer calls, schedule meetings, anything like that on that day. Let's see. Thanksgiving break, November 23rd through the 27th. Remember that breaks are only given if all of the work is complete before break. So you have to have all of the work from the weeks before completed in order to get that break. So going to the week tabs, you will use, look for your dates. What week of school are we on? What are the dates for that week? So I'm going Monday to Friday. So week 1, September 7th through the 11th, this is going to say, see first week of school. But week 2, when I go here, I will see the standard that we're working on right here. And I know this doesn't really mean much to you, but it will whenever you get to your ETI sessions and things like that. So this is the standard that we're working on Monday for ELA. Your teaching tool, these are the things you have to complete on Monday. You need to do 30 minutes of Freckle ELA. You need to get on MyOn or just have a personal book and read for 20 minutes. Then you're going to, teaching tool is the homework help session. And then you're going to go to ETI, and then you're going to make sure that you select this standard. So the tutor is going to introduce the standard to you and give you a one-on-one lesson, and then you can go on and practice. And then you're going to practice that skill on iExcel. So then you just click the link to open it up. Math, these are the assignments you have for math on Monday. These are the social studies assignments you have. These are your science assignments. So I need to make sure that everything on this list is done. And after I complete it, let's say I log in, do my 30 minutes of Freckle, I can mark the box that I'm finished. Then I will go back in and write your score. So you don't need to do anything over here, but you do need to check this box when you finish the assignment. So after Monday, I'm going to go to Tuesday. I'm going to complete everything under Tuesday. Then I'll go to Wednesday, complete every assignment for Wednesday, and when I finish, I make sure I check the box. Now, let's say I had a doctor's appointment on Monday, so I didn't get to social studies and science. That's okay. Just make sure that Tuesday, you do Monday's work and Tuesday's work. Let's say you were sick on Monday and Tuesday. Well, then Wednesday, you need to do Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesday's work. And again, check the boxes when you're done, and then I will go back in when I do your grades and enter the grades that you earned for each of those assignments. Okay, I hope that this is helpful. Save this video, go back to it. You might need to watch it again 5 or 6 times. That's okay. This first few weeks of school is really just learning the process, learning the procedures, and making sure that you have a strong foundation in the expectations that I have for you and that you have for me so that this year can be successful. I want this to be helpful to you, so if you find that there's a problem with it, be sure to reach out to me so that I can work with you to fix that problem. So like I said, homepage gives you information. Pacing calendar kind of tells you when holidays and breaks are. Then you go to the week of school that we're on, and then you view your assignments for the 5 days. Can you work ahead? Absolutely. Let's say I finish all of Monday's work, but it's only 1 o'clock. You can go ahead and start knocking out some of your Tuesday work. That way on Friday, maybe you won't have as much work to do on Friday. Or if you know you're going out of town Friday, go ahead and work ahead. I'm going to try to have your lesson plans done a couple weeks in advance so that you can work ahead if you need to because of traveling and things like that. I hope you find this helpful. Reach out to me with any questions and have fun. Happy learning!